Parents don't always realize how powerful their words can be. Every child is learning about the world, about themselves, and about emotions. And when they hear something, especially from someone they trust and love, it can stay with them for years. Words are not just words, they are lessons, memories, and sometimes invisible marks that shape how a child sees themselves. Take a phrase like, "Stop crying." At first glance, it might seem harmless. Parents often say it when they're frustrated or trying to calm a child down. But to the child, it's different. They don't just hear the words, they feel that their sadness, their pain, their fear is unwelcome. Instead of learning to understand their feelings, they may start hiding them. They may begin believing that expressing emotions is wrong. And over time, this can turn into a habit of bottling up feelings, of silently struggling, and even doubting themselves when they're older. Or consider the words, "Why can't you be more like your sibling?" Parents may think they're motivating their child to do better or to improve. But for the child, it often feels like rejection. They hear, "You're not good enough as you are." No matter what they try, no matter how hard they work, they may begin to believe that they are always falling short. Comparisons like this can quietly chip away at confidence and make them feel that love and approval must always be earned, never freely given. And then there's, "You're too sensitive." Children are naturally emotional. They're learning about themselves, about empathy, about how to navigate the world. When their emotions are dismissed, they may begin thinking that feeling deeply is bad, or that they are somehow flawed for reacting. This can lead to confusion, self-doubt, and sometimes even guilt for having feelings at all. Another common phrase is, "Other kids have it worse." Parents often mean this as a lesson in gratitude. But for the child, it can feel like their struggles, their worries, or their sadness don't matter. It teaches them to minimize their own feelings, to believe that their emotions are unimportant. And when children learn to ignore or belittle their own pain, it can affect how they relate to themselves and others well into adulthood. Some parents also say, "Don't talk back." While it's important to teach respect, completely silencing a child's voice can have consequences. Children may grow up afraid to speak up, to share their thoughts, or even to ask for help when they need it. They may struggle to assert themselves or to stand up for what they believe is right. The lesson they take is, "Your voice doesn't matter." Phrases like, "You'll never achieve anything," though often said in frustration, can leave deep emotional marks. Children absorb words as truths, especially from authority figures. When they hear repeated messages like this, it can quietly lower their self-confidence and even influence the dreams they allow themselves to chase. It's not just about discouragement, it's about shaping a child's sense of possibility, of hope, and of self-worth. Even seemingly small phrases like, "Why are you so slow?" or "Stop being dramatic" can build anxiety. Children may begin to rush everything out of fear of criticism, or they may hide emotions to avoid judgment. Over time, these repeated messages teach doubt, insecurity, and sometimes shame. These 8 common phrases are often spoken without any intent to harm. Most parents love their children deeply and are simply trying to guide them. But words carry weight. They have the power to shape a child's inner world for years to come. The good news is that awareness can change everything. Understanding the impact of our words allows us to break harmful cycles, to heal past wounds, and to speak with compassion. Because just as words can hurt, words can also heal. A kind phrase, a patient conversation, or a simple acknowledgement of feelings can reassure a child that they are safe, seen, and loved. Words can teach confidence, encourage dreams, and nurture emotional resilience. And one day, those same words can help children grow into adults who are confident, empathetic, and self-aware. So the next time you speak to a child, pause. Consider how your words might shape them, not just in the moment, but for years to come. Because the right words can make all the difference.